Good morning, 9 o'clock a.m., March 4th, 2024. Oh, I haven't even done SpeakerBot yet. I don't have my headset. Ay, caramba, such a Doug. Did I hear? Microphone says it's live. Unmute. Microphone says it's, yeah, that works. And then go launch. SpeakerBot. I am engaging relaxed mode this morning because I have some headache issue again. Took my medication this morning, so I'm not in pain right now, but it's important for me to kind of stay relaxed and not get tense. I just do that so much. I have a few things in mind to talk about. Let's see, there's SpeakerBot up, and I gotta unmute internal audio. Nope, it's already unmuted. So you probably heard my test. Channel comments.
Hello, Doug.
I see John Williams tried to do a SpeakerBot hello, Doug, but I heard just a little tiny blip of that. Raven and Monster. This was like watching a train wreck. I just couldn't look away. I don't know. Is he trying to be mean? Repairing dead HP all-in-one that won't turn on. That was one of the more popular videos along here. Yeah, that was just a very short blip from Zavi's hi on his SpeakerBot. Raven Monster, hey, look like watching a train wreck. I don't know if that's trying to be mean or if it was just about the amount of work that I put into those all-in-one computers for that for the residents in that government-supported housing unit. But I guess that was just an opportunity for me to make the point. I don't care if somebody comes in and criticizes me, if that is a criticism or even if it's intended to be mean. That's quite all right. And if it kind of gives me the idea. Whoops, I didn't mean to click into there. Sorry. Get back to the right place here. What was I going to say? Well, I got the impression that he probably watched it all the way through, he or she, which that's good for YouTube. Making a comment is good and helpful for YouTube. So whether you intended it or not, you did a good thing for me as far as YouTube's concerned and for my channel. But I'm guessing that that was probably a one-time video that you saw, and that was what, 2-3 years ago, I think? What we're doing now, Raven, is 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, I do a half-hour show where I'm responding to people's questions that are sent to me by email or asked on comments on a video or asked in the live chat room. So if you have any issues that come up with a computer that you like some ideas for how to deal with, we'd love to interact with you that way. So you get a thumbs up and a heart. Thank you for commenting. Tim Cruz, Tim Tech Wiz says, take care, Doug. Doug, what's going on? Did something happen? DM me, direct message me on email. If you don't want to put it on here, yeah, that's not something I'm likely to do, to send a message directly to somebody about what's going on with postponing. I didn't give any detail about why I postponed in Saturday fortnight and the 2-hour Windows live training show, something like that. and also Sunday fortnight show I canceled. It's just I was struggling with headaches somewhat, and I had work to accomplish. I just needed to lighten the load on my plate. Hello, Bubba from Chris. Thank you. But this somehow this triggered a line of thinking for me over the weekend. And I was, let's see, well, there's another SpeakerBot messages coming in, so I'll go turn that off so it doesn't keep happening every 2 minutes. I feel uncomfortable being upfront about my headache issues. When I started the channel, I thought I was going to I was intending to conceal that from the audience, and then I realized, it's useful for community building, for us to kind of become more aware of each other's lives. So I loosened up about that. But here's the thing that really, I feel very self-conscious exposing things about my headaches for two reasons. One is I don't like all the attention, and particularly I've been dealing with it for 30 years. I know it really well, so I don't like people giving me suggestions what to do. But more importantly, more significantly, and especially in this community, we have so many people that deal with various disabilities every day. So did you get lots of snow? Maybe none. I don't know where. John, you come up with some of the crazy off the wall comments. That's not on topic at all. You confused me. All right, was it? Yeah, the people around here that deal with disabilities every day, maybe they have good days and bad days. That never gets better. I respect you so high, particularly Josh Kinder, with how upfront you are with the videos that you've done about the disabilities that you deal with and your wife. It's inspiring stuff. It's important for that kind of content on YouTube. Alex Cheek also in his pursuits of a career in tech and how upfront he is with us in the community. And there's many others of you. I know who you are. You know who you are. My heart goes out to you. I feel like I have kind of a blessed or even charmed life, even though my headaches cause me a great deal of impairment in my life. But anyway, so I don't know why I felt that I wanted to say all that, but
I am not a smart man.
There, it's out there. I'm done. Oh yeah, Ken Stout. I'm not a smart man. See, Ken Stout deals with the disability. Ken Stout, every morning he wakes up and he goes look in the mirror and I know I'm still Ken Stout. That's the disability that Ken deals with. Oh, watch the Ken Stout show live. There's a Ken Stout live show tonight. He's gonna get back at me for that comment. You know it, right? He's gonna nail me. Tony Wallow, a very highly valued member of our community around here, had an issue on let's see, I guess it started Thursday, judging by this email. Let's see, there's no email address exposed there, so I can show this. Yeah, he reached out to me Thursday. He had a blue screen while he was playing his game. Got a blue screen of death. Your device ran into a problem, needs to restart. We're just collecting some error info, and then you can restart. I saw this memory management down here and suspected right away. Okay, it's a memory issue, and I replied to him saying that there's I suspect there's a memory issue, or it could be a storage drive issue because your storage drive has a swap file that is memory, so it's close enough that I was suspecting one or the other of those. So we pursued that back and forth through text messaging and some voice texts and such. And so the first thing I asked him to do is to check with Crystal Disk Info. And here's, let's see, make this bigger and then bring that on screen. This was his F drive showing, saying good here and saying temperature 28 degrees here. Let's see, what else was on this one? No, critical warning was zeros. So I told him that we got to look at these detailed numbers to really judge what's going on. And this one for his F drive did not have any problems. And this was an NVMe. And then I'm going to take these off screen each time because I just need to make sure that they're okay to show. And then here was his D drive showing a yellow caution. Down here, reallocated sectors count. And there's a number there that he did show me in another photo. I saw that number, but I was also concerned because we need to see the specific numbers. This is a situation that's already resolved with Tony. I'm going to show you what the resolution was. Walk you through this. But anyway, anytime we're looking at Crystal Disk Info, we want to see read error rate. We want to see all these numbers to the right. and uncorrectable sector count, error counts, everything that has errors, we want to see those as zeros. The only thing that was wrong here was showing reallocated sectors count, which that's a successful moving of data that was in a marginal area of the drive. So I wasn't too worried about that, except that I found out he let me know that his game stores its data or some components of the game on the D drive. So I said, well, yeah, it could be. But I think you should check the memory as well. Or I suggested that, and he did do that. We'll get to that in a little bit. Here's this C drive. Now, so see here, I couldn't see the numbers. The blue dots and saying good here, that lies. Do not rely on this when it says good here and temperature's okay, and these are showing blue. That's implying they're okay. You have no yellows down here, not good enough. Got to look at all of the numbers on the right-hand edge. Anything that's not zero, read what it is. If it's any kind of a critical or a warning or an error or something like that, then that is indicating that you ought to replace that drive. And in many cases, I found that did actually solve the problem. So we discussed that, and then Tony went on and did the memory test, and here's what we got. Dum, dum, dum. On the memory test, here's what he got. This was pass 1 of 4. At this point, he's got his all 32 gigabytes of memory. And yeah, you are seeing me move the mouse there. And then I'm popping back to my camera between photos just to be sure I'm getting to the correct next photo. Here's where it finished pass number 1. So it finished pass 1 of 4, total errors, and now it's working on pass number 2. You see here it's working on pass number 2. I told him at this point, you can abort the test. There's no point in going through the rest of the test. What we need to do next is take each, well, actually I suggested a few possibilities at this point, I think, but the option that he went for was to take each memory module one at a time in the first memory slot and do the test. So I'm going to look through the rest of these photos and be, yeah, all the rest of them okay. I don't need to keep coming back to my camera. So here's the next one. This here he's got, this is showing 13 gigs here. So I'm guessing that he had 2 of the memory modules in place for 16 gigs. That passed. And then this is the second page of that. There was nothing there worth mentioning, and nothing on the third page worth mentioning. Oh, I didn't download the other pictures. Okay, bottom line here is that all 4 memory modules passed when they were in a memory slot by themselves. So I said, okay, it's possible that the only thing that needed to be done is to remove the memory modules and put them back in. And it appears that that is indeed the case, because he put them all back in and the memory test passed. The next suggestion I said is you might do use a cleaner. Here's what I use. I've always wondered if somebody would look back there on the shelf and say, what do you have WD-40 for with computers? Well, this is WD-40 contact cleaner, electrical contact cleaner. So that's my go-to. And you just spray them into the memory slots and spray them over the board, let them dry, and then put them back in. That'd be a reasonable thing to do, but I don't think he really needs to do that. I think just oftentimes you just reseat, remove, and reinstall, and that solves a problem. I've had similar reasons. The same thing happened with hard drives, where a computer, you turn it on and it says hard drive not detected. Just disconnect and reconnect the signal cable from both sides, where it connects to the motherboard, where it connects to the drive, and the power connector to the drive. And I've had that on a few occasions fix a hard drive problem, or what was presenting as a hard drive problem. Going on to, let's see, that was I'm looking at emails here. Oh, and Tony sent me an Amazon gift card. Thank you, Tony. And here, oh, here's an email. Ay, caramba. This The subject line, seeking expertise. What I'm asking you is this a scam? Seeking expertise, firmware assistance to conceal DMA hardware for PC bypass. Not a scam. No, the next one is a potential scam. This one's just weird. The email address it comes from is lovelypicasa@gmail.com. It is coming to DougBetts at LiveWindowsTraining rather than my business email, which gets a lot of spam. That's why I don't want you guys using that. So is this person actually someone who's watching? I don't want to touch this. Hello, I'm seeking assistance with a matter of significance to me. Doesn't make any mention about my YouTube channel. I recently added an external hardware component to my motherboard known as a DME, Direct Memory Access. In the device manager, it is listed as such. However, it is crucial for me to conceal and present it as a different device to appear legitimate. Well, you want it to appear legit? Are you saying this is not legitimate? Specifically, I aim to mask it from the system and then sell that computer to somebody else. And what are you doing? You're capturing the communications between the CPU and the memory. Whoa. What is your purpose here? I'm in need of a firmware solution that can spoof this DMA card, essentially hiding it by integrating it into the firmware to mimic a standard PC component. The objective is to make the DMA indistinguishable from other regular hardware components, ensuring it goes undercover in the mechanisms. Furthermore, I am looking for a firmware tailored uniquely for my use, ensuring exclusivity. Unfortunately, I lack experience in this domain, as do I. I couldn't help you if I was willing. Making comprehensive assistance invaluable to me. Whoa. I don't know. Does anybody see anything legitimate in that? I mean, that sounds like trying to do something really sketchy. Okay. Alice says, what was that email about? CPT talk? I don't know what that, I don't know that. Okay, let me move on to this other one. This next one from Adam Chic. And I'm not reluctant to expose this email address. And where was this coming to? Is this coming? Yeah, this is coming to my normal email account that gets all kinds of spam. Hi, Doug. My colleague, Alfie, found you on LinkedIn. Really? I have a LinkedIn account. I haven't touched it in forever. And mentioned you at least 3 times during our lunch break. Alfie was so impressed. So here I am emailing you. Yeah, right. We've been interviewing a few leaders of sustainability companies as we're creating a study on how we can use collaboration over competition to increase profit and achieve all of our sustainable goals. Wow, doesn't that sound so worthy? We've already spoken to 24 leaders and got interesting insights. Feel free to say no if you don't see a fit. No. But would you be open to have a quick chat to cover insights we've already had and your experiences? We can keep it anonymous if you prefer. Now, let's investigate this a little bit. Oh, let's show you what else. He shows me the forwarded message from Alfie. Adam, I was searching for leaders, profitable net zero companies for our research project and came across Doug. Insert target's name. Looks like a great person to interview for our white paper, worth reaching out to.
Corporate world salad.
Apex Media. Let's go look at this. Look where the email address is coming from. When I read this first, I read it as Star Rape X Media. Yeah, that's what they want to do to me. Of course, here's the name. It's actually Apex Media. So Star Apex Media. Well, let's go investigate them, shall we? Control C, copy that. Come to a new tab. Control V, paste. Let's find out who is this Star Apex Media that wants to interview me. StarApexMedia.com is parked, courtesy of GoDaddy, meaning it is not an active domain. For nobody, no how, no way. Nah. Scam City. Now, the reason why I wanted to go through that is these current scams that we're going through, they're pretty easy to blow through their cover and to expose them as scammers. They're going to get better over the future years. They've just got to get better skilled. And they're not turning on those skills now because they're getting too many suckers falling for it. They're getting enough. As people get more educated and stop falling for these really weakly drafted, composed scams, they're going to get better. And so it's important to be educating the people that you come in contact with. PayPal invoice scam, always entertaining, absolutely. All right, now, checking to see if I had anything else lined up for today. I don't have any, let's see, today's Monday, so Carrie Holzman has a members only. I don't have any redirect set up. If anybody's got something I should redirect to, let me know. Let's see, I got to go show. I'll give Tim a thumbs up and a heart, then come over to chat room. Nigerian lottery. Yeah, we used to get them by U.S. mail, right? The prince, the Nigerian prince that wanted help with his inheritance. Oh, this is, yeah, John Williams reference to Jenny's, the trailer. That I think that was the first trailer I ever did. You saw it was kind of plain vanilla, didn't have any extra of the extra fluff that I eventually included. I think that Jenny trailer was the first one I ever did. Even when, if you go look at the actual trailer, you know, look in your view history to go back to it. Maybe somebody will put a link to it in chat if you didn't get to watch it. Yeah, you'll see it doesn't even begin with the word trailer. Somewhere along the line, I started putting the word trailer at the beginning of those titles. Kinda John, I dialed it, said the number no longer in service. Mike Wojcik, Rick Lakes, Kid Stout, hello you all. Did you put a 1 in front of the number? Jeff Fryman, hello. Selden Ball, hello. Mike Wojcik, let's see, there are fees for this call, you know. Yeah, if it's a 900 number, you're going to pay for it. Is anyone's phone asking you to create a pin to use Messenger? Well, that's Facebook Messenger, so I don't know nothing about that. Brian Lightfoot, hello. Chris, where is Doug? Because I was a few seconds late. He shows 9 a.m. Started. Now, actually, I start exactly when I try to start at 5 seconds before I click the start button. So when I start talking, it should be 9 o'clock exactly, usually, if I make it. But because of the YouTube delay, it'll be a few seconds afterwards that you see it. For those of you that are looking at that, I know Jim says, who cares about seconds? Brian Lightfoot, we are snowed in here in California. I had to burn the furniture to stay warm. I don't believe that. He's in one of the M cities. He's not up in the mountains. He's pulling your leg, people. Alice, yes, and so it's so annoying, Chris. We're about to Doug. So annoying is that Doug was late. Oh, see there at 9 o'clock. Alice got in with that before you probably saw me. We don't need no stinking fees. Relax, Doug. Relax. Stop getting all tense. We're not on a camping trip. Stop getting tense. Brian Lightfoot, when it comes to snow, I heard that Fresno got 10 feet. 5 guys told me so. You know, liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Hello, Zvi and Chris. What did you just say about a dead HP AIO? EIEIO, EIAIO, EIAIO. Yeah. Go back and watch and rewind, replay if you didn't see that. Yeah, that was the first one that I did, so it was around 9:02. Hidden fees. I heard the full audio of both messages. Oh, thanks for saying that, Selden. Yeah, it seems like the audio doesn't, probably because OBS is doing the stream, listening to me on the microphone and stuff, for SpeakerBot to interrupt that and talk at me. I think I'm the only one that doesn't hear the full audio, which is fine because I look right over here on that screen, OBS screen, where it's showing me. Because as soon as I hear something, I'll look to see. I got to look to see who said it. Oh, people have asked, didn't it used to say who the chat message was from? Yes, it did. I turned that off because some of the channel titles are too long. It doesn't speak them right, and it takes time for it to speak them. And I'm going to have to look back at it anyway because the audio doesn't come through. So by turning off the person who's put the message in chat, it gives me the opportunity to respond to them by name. It seems kind of redundant for me to respond to them by name if the name was just pronounced by SpeakerBot. So that's why I turned that off. I recently switched to the Greg Guy phone. Love it. The Greg Guy phone is a phantom, transparent. You can't see it. You can't touch it. You can't make phone calls on it. Martin Hogg has a printer problem. Canon MG 3550 not starting due to ink absorber full errors. A simple fix to reset the counter, please. All right, Control C. I've heard this issue before. I think the only thing you can, the prescribed course of action is to replace the ink absorber. And I think it's pointless for you to try to override that. But here we're saying press and hold the power button, reconnect the power cord while you're holding the power button. When the printer comes on, release the button. Wait 5 seconds and push the power button again. This resets the printer's internal memory and overrides the ink absorber full error code. All right, try that. I have not seen that before. If you keep Googling some more, you might find one that tells you to pat your head at the same time while doing that and rub your rabbit's foot. But maybe that'll work. I don't know. Let's see, this probably has the more about, how to clean a Canon ink absorber. So here's how to actually clean it rather than replace it. So you saw what I did is I just literally did a copy and paste of that chat message. So Martin, if you go find the same thing, it's the one that was small business cron. See if that does anything for you. There's a laugh from John. Speedy, hello. Chris says, hello, Bubba. Lots of snow, maybe none. I'm a smart man. Doug thinks you. Josh saying thank you. You're welcome, Josh. And I'm totally dead serious about that, Josh. Now, Josh doesn't give real polished content, but it's real, it's authentic, and really happy that you do that, Josh. I think you are doing a service. Brian to John, the snow in California was in the mountain regions only. Fresno is 308-foot elevation. Missed it by that much. You're right. Thank you so much, friends. North of Fresno got 3 inches of snow. That's really odd. I woke up this morning. We have 3. He's gotten into pi. I think Ken. Wait a minute. That's not. Yeah, that's pi, isn't it? 314. Isn't it 1? 3141. Let's see. Value of pi. Is he just making up numbers after that? I'm not sure. Nope. 314-159-265. I don't have it memorized. Are you kidding me? I think he learned of what pi was, and he just throws that out in casual conversation because it makes him sound smart. He's gonna get me. Ken's gonna get me. Take all but one stick out, retest. All but one stick out, retest. Yeah, that's an 8 gig stick. Yeah. Sounds if you have pi snow. At least you got it. I got it. Didn't I get his first joke? Yeah. Was he overclocking? Was he using overclocking of the memory option in that computer? I've seen mem tests fail in those situations on AMD systems. Well, that was a good question. And I don't know. And I didn't even think to ask him that. But once he had taken all the memory out and put them back in, I don't think he didn't mention making any changes to
totally missed the
memory configuration.
I think Doug has pi on the mind.
Go back and rewind, Ken, if you want to catch that again. Gotcha. Greg, I would copy a portion of that text and do a Google search. I bet this person spammed a bunch of YouTube channels. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. So let me go back to that. Yeah. So let's go take... See, this one has my name in there. Might be better to do the next paragraph, but let's see. No, that doesn't look like it. We've been interviewing a few. Try that paragraph. Do that on a new one.
Is pie a dish best served cold?
No. It doesn't look like we're getting hits on that. So maybe it's not all that much. Now, it would be obvious that they're only using LinkedIn email addresses that they're able to get off of LinkedIn, because they did send to my email address. So I don't think you can get email addresses directly, like a list of a bunch of emails from LinkedIn. At best, you'd be able to get an individual one, I would think. A bot, AI, yeah, quite likely no human being behind sending that message. DMA cards can be used as game cheats. Oh, is that what he's doing? DMA hardware cheats. All right, that makes sense, and that would be an explanation why he wants to hide it, and maybe not doing criminal activity. Well, isn't game cheating criminal? Corporate word salad. Sounds like Live Windows Training is coming to a major television network soon. A few AI calls. Oh, I get them all the time. I'm going to scroll down a little bit because I'm needing to end this. I got some place to go, some people to see. What search clue did you put into Google? As I've tried lots of things. So I did exactly the question that you did, Martin. This exactly what you put into chat. Here, printer problem, Canon MG. I just did a straight copy and paste. But I'll go ahead and give you the. I'll put that link into chat for you. There it is. All right, I'm going to, what was that? Is pie a dish best served cold? Okay. I got it. He's funny guy. Funny guy. There's the email address if you want to send a question to me, for me in the chat room to respond to. We may give you an answer. We may give you ideas. We may give you troubleshooting processes. Wait, Alfie's not real? Have a great Monday, everybody. Catch you later. Goodbye.